Man, what's going on with y'all, man? Welcome back to the channel, man. I hope everything is going well in y'all's 2024. And before we get into the video, man, make sure y'all go subscribe to my Patreon for more deeper content. I go more into depth over on my Patreon. So if you're interested in getting to know more and learn more and getting more of me, go ahead and click that link in the description. Appreciate you. And you know what we're gonna be discussing today is 5 ways to know that she's for you. You know, I think it's so hard because, you know, you can like a person. You know, this is the story of my life. Like, you like somebody, but you feel like just because I like them, they gotta like me back. So a lot of times we think with our emotions and don't even realize we're doing it. Because naturally we just think, man, I really like this person and they're showing me a little bit of attention, so they must like me back. So I think a lot of times we're paying attention to the wrong things in general. So I got 5 things that you got to look out for to see if she's the right fit for you. You know, the number one thing is she doesn't put obstacles in your way. You know, this is huge. I think for myself, a lot of times I will fall for a woman saying maybe, or I got to check my schedule. And what we have to understand is, guys, no one is going to tell you a flat out no, especially when it comes to dating, whether it's a woman to a man or man to a woman or whatever, right? No one's going to tell you straight up no. It's always going to be these, I got to check my schedule, I got a lot going on. So anytime you hear any of that, or you hear just excuses and not just like a answer, and they're not giving you no type of counter offer, because you got to think about it. When you hang out with your best friends and stuff like that, it's like, even if they can't make that specific day, or I can't do that, but hey, let's link back up next Thursday. There are always people that want to be in your life are going to make an effort. I ain't never heard my best friend say, oh, I got to check my schedule. You know, the only woman that you should be dealing with is the ones that say, hey, I'm free Thursday, I'm free Saturday, I got Saturday and I got Sunday open. You know what I'm saying? Which one works best for you? That's what you want. A woman that makes herself available, because a lot of times we can't even get past that trap. That's why I will be stuck out for years. I will be stuck for years because in the hopes of a woman I really wanted, that one that I really wanted, and she's giving me the maybes, I'll see. You know, I got this event, so maybe after the event, they hit you with all this stuff that sounds good, but they're not actually linking up with you. So number one is, the way to know a woman's for you is if she doesn't put obstacles in your way. All right, number 2 is the way she communicates. Anybody that is passive aggressive or passive, or, you know, they like to be argumentative, that's not somebody you want to be around, because that's someone, for one, those methods, like especially being passive aggressive, those are like defense mechanisms. So they use those to shield themselves from the confrontation. So a lot of times, you know, passive aggressive, it can show up as looking like sarcasm, or, you know, trying to blame you for the situation, and it's doing everything but blaming themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this passive, angry way of going about a problem. And with women, you don't want to be with somebody who is passive aggressive. You want to be with somebody who can, hey baby, let's talk this out. Let's figure this out. You want somebody that's willing to work with you. Because anytime somebody's not willing to work with you, and that's their communication style of shutting down, do you really think that's somebody you could benefit from? Is that somebody you want to be with long term? Because I know she got something fat back there and something big up here, but do you want to deal with that? Because there's women out here, there's a lot of women out here who can communicate like a big kid, like a big girl, like a grown up. And just for me, I hate, like I've had homegirls who are passive aggressive. And it's like, it never got better. It never got better. Even though I would check it right there in that moment, but they will continue to still do it. So to me, using that type of mechanism, because you're not able to sit here like a big girl and have a grown-up conversation, shows me that you're still a little child. All right, number 3 is she's engaged when she's around you. And simply what I mean by that is like she's participating in the conversation. She's asking you questions. She's not just sitting there on her phone. And there's nothing wrong with a woman being on her phone. Like if, we're looking up some music or she's trying to show me something. But if she's all on social media, texting people back and, answering the phone, that's very rude. You know what I'm saying? She needs to be engaged within what y'all got going on. Now, obviously, it's different if this is a woman you're in a long-term relationship with and y'all are just at the house kicking it. That's different. I'm talking about beginning stages. Like y'all on the first couple dates, y'all are just getting to know each other. It's the first couple months. When a woman's with you and y'all are together for those 2, 3, or 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4, however long y'all together for, then she shouldn't be on her phone like that unless it's important. Because that's the time y'all need to be spending in getting to know each other, getting to see, man, is this person a good fit for me? You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to be seeing. Can I see myself in this situation? Because if she's on her phone all the time, she's not paying attention, she's not interested. Because it takes effort to be engaged. The reason why it takes effort is because to be engaged with somebody, you have to actually like them. All right, number 4 is she invests by paying attention to detail. Again, this is another huge one. A lot of times, man, like y'all, we all know how it is. It's so many men out here that are simping for women for doing absolutely nothing that women just gotta really just show up. And when women show up, you think they're paying attention to what that dude is doing? In a sense, paying attention to detail, paying attention to what he's talking about, paying attention to what he likes. No, she don't have to. It goes in one ear and goes out the other. Guys, it's very important that a woman pays attention to detail. And what I mean by that is just like in a sense of when you're with them, they may bring up something you said in a conversation that you forgot you even said 2 weeks ago. Things like that. And I'm not saying, and I'm talking about things that don't benefit them. Things that have nothing to do with benefiting them, and they actually bringing up stuff. That's very important. That shows that she's listening to what you're saying. Another thing could be like if your birthday comes up and y'all been going strong for 5-6 months, and she buy you something for your birthday. That's because she's paid attention to what you like. Maybe she paid attention to what you wear or different stuff you have in your crib. So you want a woman who is paying attention to the detail. And you will be able to see this over time. This will be able to be shown over time. It's subtle. You have to pay attention to like the subtle signs of this. So another component of this will be if you have a business similar to like what I have with my YouTube, maybe your woman giving you advice on how to improve things, man. Because they say a lot of times, man, that right woman, man, be able to multiply that thing by 1,000. So if you have a business or maybe something that's important to you, she invests in that, maybe with things that she knows, or maybe she has some connections. That's a woman who is, see, when I say invest, I mean invest into your overall self, invest into growing your money, invest into who you are as a person, invest into whatever your love languages are. All of that is part of investing by paying attention to detail. A woman that wants you, a woman that wants to be with you, she's going to figure out, how can I be an asset in this man's life? Because I know if I become an asset to him, he's going to make sure I'm straight forever. So you want a woman that realizes that. Because I guarantee you, man, like them 9s and them 10s, they ain't finna be paying attention to no detail. Not with you. They ain't gonna pay attention to no detail. All right, and number 5 is during a rough time, she's there for you. I think this is huge. I have a cousin and he has cancer, and I know in his situation, he's in a situation where he has a girlfriend right now, but she met him, I think she met him about months before he got diagnosed or whatever like that. But she's still with him as he's doing cancer treatments and stuff like that, chemo. And I think that's very important because that's the time that you're down in a sense, right? Like what woman wants to be around while a man is getting chemo? You know what I'm saying? So my whole point of that is You want somebody who's there with you during your lows, not just your highs. Is she there with you when, you know, financially you may be going through some things, or with you when maybe you have a death in your family and you need some support, or whatever it is? You want to see that your woman is there during a rough time, because you know that that doesn't benefit her. The rough times doesn't benefit somebody, but the good times do. So I know you're going to be good during the good times, but how are you when things are not going so well? And I think this is one of the major things you have to look for within dating somebody to potentially make them your partner. Very important to see, because this is why the vetting process may take 1.5 years. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you may not have nothing go wrong for, you know, that, you know, until that 1.5 years. And I'm not saying, of course, life ain't gonna be peaches and bubble gum every single day. But what I mean is something major may not happen in your life for about 1 year. So it's very important to have that woman around long enough for her to kind of see how she reacts when things do go left in your life. You know what I'm saying? Does she fall back? Does she give more support? Is she trying to be there for you more? Very important, because you never know what can happen in this life. So to see how your woman acts and conducts herself is huge in that moment. Now, obviously, guys, this is not every single way that you need to utilize to see if she's the right woman for you. I just gave y'all 5 different ways that, you know, off the top of my brain. But, you know, like I talk about on this channel, man, vetting women is important, because picking the wrong woman can destroy you for the rest of your life, and picking the right woman, it can be the best thing for the rest of your life. So you definitely want to be careful about making that decision and not being blinded by the looks. So it's very important to pay attention to certain things, because you want a woman, again, who's in cooperation with your operation. All right, guys, this is my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.